Welcome to G Fun Facts Online, where we dive deep into the science behind our world. Today, we're moving beyond the playground to dissect a behavior that affects millions: bullying. It's so much more than just kids being kids. It's a complex psychological dance of power, pain, and social dynamics. So, what really makes a bully tick? Why are some people targeted? And what can science tell us about stopping it? Let's get into the intricate psychology of this all-too-common problem. First, let's get our terms straight. To be considered bullying, social scientists say an act needs three key ingredients. There's an intent to cause harm. There's a power imbalance, meaning one person has more social or physical power, and it happens repeatedly. This isn't a one-off argument. It's a persistent pattern of aggression. It can be physical, like shoving or hitting. It can be verbal, with insults and threats that chip away at a person's self-worth. Or it can be social, the covert stuff like spreading rumors or intentionally excluding someone. And then there's the 21st century version, cyberbullying. Cyberbullying is a whole different beast. It can follow you home, buzzing on your phone 24/7. The anonymity of the internet can create what psychologists call a disinhibition effect, where people say things online they'd never say to someone's face, because they're detached from the victim's real-time emotional reaction. Now, let's look at the cast of characters in this dynamic. First, the bully. You might picture a social outcast, but the reality is often more complex. In fact, some bullies are perceived as popular and confident, using this behavior to gain or maintain social dominance. Psychologically, they often lack pro-social behavior and struggle with empathy, the ability to understand what others are feeling. Some may even have a paranoid-like way of thinking, misinterpreting neutral actions as hostile. Next, the victim. Individuals targeted by bullying are often perceived as non-assertive and may have lower self-esteem even before the bullying starts. The experience itself can lead to devastating feelings of shame, worthlessness, and chronic depression. Then there's a third group you might not have considered, the bully victim. This is someone who both bullies others and is bullied themselves. They are often characterized as reactive and aggressive, and research shows this group is frequently at the highest risk for negative outcomes, experiencing the problems of both roles. But bullying isn't a two-person show. It happens on a social stage, and the audience, the bystanders, are incredibly powerful. You've probably heard of the bystander effect, a phenomenon where individuals are less likely to intervene in a situation when others are present, often because everyone assumes someone else will take charge. In bullying, the inaction of bystanders can empower the bully and intensify the victim's feeling of isolation. But when bystanders become upstanders, people who actively support the victim, they send a powerful message that the behavior is unacceptable and can significantly reduce the bullying. So why does it happen in the first place? Social science gives us a few theoretical lenses. Social learning theory, for example, posits that it's learned behavior. Kids who see aggression at home, among peers, or in the media may learn to see it as a normal way to solve problems. Social dominance theory views bullying as a strategy to establish a social hierarchy, a raw grab for power and status. Attachment theory looks back to early childhood, suggesting that insecure bonds with caregivers can lead to difficulties with emotional regulation and social skills, increasing the risk of becoming either a bully or a victim. Finally, the social ecological model ties it all together. It suggests bullying isn't just about one person's issues, but a complex interplay of factors, from family and school to the wider community and cultural norms. The impact of bullying can leave lasting scars. For victims, the risk of developing chronic mental health issues like depression, anxiety, and PTSD is significantly higher. But here's something you might not expect. Those who bully are not immune to long-term negative effects. They are more likely to engage in antisocial behavior, have substance abuse problems, and experience difficulty in their careers and relationships later in life. So how do we forge a path forward? A social sciences perspective points to a multi-pronged approach. It starts with creating a positive school climate that is safe and respectful. Evidence-based programs that teach social-emotional learning, conflict resolution, and especially empathy have been shown to be effective. Teaching empathy, the ability to truly understand and share the feelings of another person, is a cornerstone of prevention. It helps individuals connect with the emotional impact of their actions. Ultimately, by applying a scientific lens, we can move beyond simplistic explanations and develop a more nuanced understanding of the forces that drive this harmful behavior. This deeper comprehension is the first and most critical step towards creating a world where all individuals feel safe, valued, and respected. Thanks for tuning in to G Fun Facts Online.